Hello, I'm Brother Ishmael Tete, the Director of Life Tools, a non-governmental organization in Ghana that is dedicated to planetary peace. I'm also the Director for Conscious Humanity Incorporated, that is based in the United States of America. Conscious Humanity carries my works to the international communities. I am a universal citizen, and I come from Africa, so nature is my teacher. I believe that when we turn our attention to nature, we will learn the essential education needed for us to experience personal inner peace for the eventual realization of world peace. Every civilization before our current one has collapsed, mainly through conflicts and wars, fighting with swords and spears. If our current one will collapse, it will be the total annihilation of the human race, because this time it may involve the use of the atomic and the nuclear bombs. And you and I have seen the signs of this already when we see children going on anger rage and shooting their mates and teachers, and when with suspicion alone, Russia bombed a civilian plane. And when with suspicion again, the Allied forces went to war against Iraq. With the next suspicion, what do you think is likely to happen? But you and I can stop this, because every civilization is founded on its knowledge system. And we can change the knowledge system, or rather, upgrade the knowledge system of the world presently so that it will be based on nature. What we need today is human-based civilization as opposed to the structure-based civilization we are having. We want to solve every human problem with structures, providing roads, high-rise buildings, technology, communications. These are good in themselves, but without the knowledge that teaches you who and what you are in your gender, in your persona, and in your senses, and how to relate with others, the whole knowledge system is wrong. From birth till death, you are bound to relate with yourself and with others. And if there's no knowledge on relationship, then we have got it wrong indeed. Essential life education is the provision of the knowledge of the self and of relationship. Knowledge of the self breaks itself down into who and what you are in your gender as a male-female being, and who and what you are as a spiritual being. The love you feel, the joy you feel, the intelligence that operates through you are all spiritual, because you cannot touch them, you cannot see them. And who and what you are in your senses. By the senses, I mean the sense of sight, smell, taste, touch, and hearing. It is what you see, hear, and touch that offends you. And if you want to know how well the senses control you, here is a graphical illustration. Take a piece of food you enjoy most into your mouth. Begin to chew it. But before you swallow it, spit it out. Look at it and eat it again. You may be cringing in your seat right now. That's because that looks or appears repulsive. When it was in your mouth, the sense of smell and the sense of taste told you it was nice. As soon as it came out, the sense of sight told you you can no more touch. If we don't have knowledge of the self, then we cannot relate. Once you know how you operate in your gender, persona, and senses, and you know how the other person operates in his or her gender, persona, and senses, then you can cooperate. The knowledge of who and what you are in your gender, persona, and senses then becomes your GPS that navigates you successfully in life. Without it, everything you are doing is experimenting. And every relationship then becomes like broken pots that are constantly being mended. And even the parenting of our precious children is nothing but experimenting. That must not be. Think of it. It is rather strange that we are growing civilization on structures only, such as the provision of roads, high-rise buildings, technology, telecommunication, and we want to solve every human problem by providing socio-economic and political structures. We have ended up creating so many laws that even the lawyers themselves don't know the laws. And the laws they know also need interpretations. There's nothing wrong in providing the structures, but they must go side by side with human-based knowledge system so that we can evolve organically and enjoy the structures that are provided. Without this development, we will destroy the very structures, or we will use the structures to destroy ourselves. I invite you to join me in the movement for world peace through the study of essential life education, for you to experience your own personal inner peace, for you to know how to relate with who and what you are in your gender, persona, and senses. And these become the GPS that navigates you in life. World peace, you may ask. Well, in my lifetime, I have seen the Cold War between the East and the West dissolved. In my lifetime, I have seen the Berlin Wall come down. In my lifetime, I have seen apartheid dismantled. In my lifetime, I have seen the man of color in the White House. In my lifetime, I have seen how, with the use of social media, dictatorial governments have been toppled. And in my lifetime, I know that you and I can come together and change the knowledge base of our current civilization. Knowledge system that is based on the true human need. Essential life education. We have the introduction of this knowledge on this website or on this DVD, and you may choose to watch that long version for you to understand essential life education. But for now, I want you to join us in the movement for world peace by you participating in this program. If you are receiving this program on the DVD, make several copies and send it to your friends. Anybody who participates in essential life education is your contribution towards world peace. We have created essential life modules for children, for youth, for adults, for families, for marriages, for the workplace, for the environment. And we need to bring this to everyone on this planet. If with the use of social media, we could topple dictatorial governments, you and I can come together and provide what is needed for us to topple ignorance, else we are doomed. We owe it to ourselves, our children in the world, a legacy of peace. And you can participate with us. You want to make a difference in life. You want to be a force of good. I invite you to support us with the needed funds, technology, skills, for us to bring essential life education to everybody's doorstep. Now I want you to know that with essential life education, you will make the greatest difference on the planet. You will not just be providing people with food, you will be changing the course of history with us. Please join us now with all that you have, with all that you can, so that together we will change the course of history and birth world peace in our lifetime. Essential life education is easy, and you will enjoy learning it. In its summary, you are discovering who and what you are in your gender, persona, and senses, what I call the trinity of your being, and how you operate as a spiritual, social, psychological, physical, and financial being, what we call the forces of expression. And you operate within time, energy, space, and circumstance, what we term as the forces of life. It is so simple and enjoyable. Knowing this places you in dominion over life. I invite you to the study of essential life education, and I sincerely encourage you to do everything you can to make this knowledge system available to your families, your friends, and the entire world. I appreciate you for participating in this program with me, and please join forces with us now. Be blessed.